Hi guys, ich liebe Deutschland, Dominikanische Republik, Mexico und France. Now I'm going to add France and I'll tell you why later on, guys. So yeah, we got our M&M t-shirt because we're supposed to be having later on M&M. I'm going to see if I can react with another friend. Vamos a ver si puedo reaccionar con otro amigo. Y si no lo hago yo solo, pues I'll do it alone. But the point is that yes. And then right now también esta Flor del rap que me dicen que es una lyricista. And I love lyricists. And before I start, I just want to say, le quiero decir antes que empiece, que por favor suscríbanse. Please subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification button. Pongan la notificación. Mi canal es bien pequeño, se le puede perder la inmensidad de cosas que tienen ustedes. Porque fíjense, me piden, y estoy hablando con los latinos, con los que hablan español, porque son los que más me piden y estoy, gracias, se lo agradezco. Yeah, this is, no, wait a minute. I'm doing the love sign. Ya se me olvidó cómo hacerlo. But Mexicans are like, I mean love, okay? I don't know. Mexicans have a way, but there's a difference in between the fists. And right now I forgot. So the other one, the bad one, la que es mala, esa no es la que yo le estoy diciendo, sino de corazón, que gracias. Pero fíjense, tengo una lista. Entonces, cuando son canciones que ya la han sacado de años atrás, 2 o 3 años atrás, pues, la pongan en la programación. Pero una canción como esta que acaba de salir hoy, pues tengo que entrarle para que por lo menos meterla este fin de semana. Y no estoy mintiendo cuando digo, fíjense, Los Dos Olivos de Wilmer, requested by Carlos Uriel y Sutano Gaming, Lápiz, Yo Soy Papá, lección 1, 2 y 3, Fuerza de Mujer, Lápiz, requested by Giovanna, Miguel, Ángel Colón, Dani y Mateo, No Me Detengo de Wilmer, requested by Giovanna, Alemán, Astro 1 and 2, requested by Mike Magana, Santa Grifa, requested by Pablo Osorio, Diego, requested Patria y Vida. I think I'm going to have to look for Wow o Hencho, voy a tener que buscar Wow o Hencho, porque no me dijo quién lo cantaba, solamente me dijo Patria y Vida. Sebastián, recommended 5J, de Nato y Wow, featuring Saramay. Chiflote Flow, La Paranoia del Sun Joke, y Machitable de Flor de Rap, y también me mencionó 2 o 3 de Chistemec y de Bubaceta. Y yo sé que él no me está diciendo hazlo, no me está pidiendo que lo haga, pero cuando me lo mencionan, yo siempre lo he dicho, lo voy a hacer. So, y además, yeah, so, why not? So, it goes in that order. When people mention it, lo van mencionando, yo voy a buscarlo y voy a reaccionar. Y hoy voy a reaccionar a este, que es el que acaba de salir, y hay que estar en la onda, hay que estar al día. So let's start, because se le da mucho estos videos, son largos, por la traducción. Flor del Rap. I like that name, by the way. Flower of Rap. This must be a tough flower though, to survive. My family, mi familia, okay. Los latinos son muy la familia. Latin people are very much into family. And I say they, not all of us. Whoa. So she started swinging and fast, and I like the beat. I got caught by the flow. I didn't think she was gonna rap this way, pero tiene buen flow la chamaca. Wait, déjame ver qué es lo que está diciendo. Para atrás, vamos a darle que I heard something about what. Okay, yeah, so she's kicking. Está entrando a patadas. She's kicking the door. She doesn't open the door. A flower of rap, like I said. And she doesn't ask for permission. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, so her bars are strong and put her ready for the battle. She's ready for that. Sorry, going back. Soy la esclava de mí misma. That's a bar right there. I'm the slave of myself. So she doesn't take orders from anyone, but she takes order from herself. But God knows who herself is. Taking order from yourself sometimes is not a good thing, you know. And I mean, I like that. That's a good one right there. Oh, okay. So she's a workaholic. Okay, alrighty. So she's I'm my own slave because I work so much. She works so much in her music. She works so much into her persona so that she can produce the money, you know. So she doesn't lay around. Ella no descansa, no se puede descansar. Oh yeah, and by the way, again, I am going to do this. The things that are in English and Spanish, I'm going to translate it to English. And the ones that are in English, I want to translate it to Spanish, but not yet, not today, not when I do the one of Eminem. And the reason why es que tengo que, tú me entiendes, con Eminem hay que meterse, no, English and Eminem. I'll do the old ones, the ones that I know by heart. I'll translate those, but this one right now, I'm just going to focus on the bars. And look, I'm even talking about some other rapper when I'm supposed to be doing this. Eminem. Okay, I like that. That's another bar. I cannot relax unless the bills are paid. And she said something about the rap. What did she say? Oh, rap. De la noche a la mañana. Ah. So she's rapping. All the time she's rapping. Ella está en su rap. De la noche a la mañana, pensando en eso. Y todavía no hemos salido de aquí, señores. Okay, so it's normal that they talk about me, but don't come with dumb, don't come with dumb issues. Don't come with dumb things, She doesn't say dumb, she says a harsher word, but, I'm not going to translate it. You get the gist of what she says. So yeah, she fights in every line. She fights. She throws a bar in every line. So don't come with dumbness with her. Don't come, because she'll hit you back. Strong. Alright, so she's saying like, what do you know about the streets? They only talk about poverty. She said choreza. That's not my lingo. I never heard that word before. Nunca oí esa palabra antes. Pero por lo que sigue, and that's called context clues. Ting, ting, ting. If you're trying to learn a new language, whether it's Spanish or English, do that. Come and watch my video and do that. Use context clues, because that's one way of learning. So I don't know. I never heard ¿cómo fue que dijo? Chorada, choranga. But she said something, the next bar that she said, explain it, that they're supported by mom. They only talk about poverty, but they're actually supported by mom. So I understood, okay, so they're talking about, que le hace falta algo. They're talking about needs, always talking about needs, and in reality, mom is the one supporting them. De choreza, solo hablan de choreza. Yo no quiero ser mejor que nadie, sé cuánto es lo que valgo. Es mejor incentivarte y que mueras por demostrarlo. Ooh, I like that. Es que esta gente, primero me gusta porque lo entiendo. It's easy to understand, maybe because she's not rapping too fast, even though she is using part of language that I don't know, vocabulary that I'm not familiar with, but it's easy to understand what she's saying. Ella enuncia o lo que yo más conozco, el castellano, el español mío, la enuncia. And I don't know, because hay algunos artistas que no sé el acento y es difícil de captarlo, aunque me entiende, es chilena, so I don't know, but I guess it's easier to catch her accent, to understand what she's saying. See the punchline and how she put that effort in que mueras por demostrarlo. So, she's like, I don't compare myself to anyone. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I know what I'm worth. You know, it's better that you motivate yourself, you know, that you die trying to get something. You don't have to think, oh, I'm going to be better than this person. Just motivate yourself, work on yourself. You know what you're worth. You don't have to be better or the same as someone else. That's the other problem that people have. A lot of artists, a lot of celebrity, because they do admire certain artists, and then whether they want it or not, they start emulating them and lo copian, lo comienzan a imitar, y eso no es bueno, porque uno no quiere siempre lo mismo, uno quiere una variación. La variedad es la pimienta de la vida, you know, right? Diversity is the spice of life.
Yo no quiero ser mejor que nadie, sé cuánto es lo que valgo. Es mejor incentivarte y que mueras por demostrarlo. Tráeme la base que quieras, con clase te la desarmo. Soy la perra más fiera que a paríos te rompo y me encargo.
Wow, so she's a strong woman. She's like, come on, if you want to try me, try me. I am the worst bitch that this world has brought in. I'm the worst one. You know, if I have to do something, I'll do it. I don't hold back. My God, and we're only we're not even 1 minute into this song.
Lo que valgo, es mejor incentivarte y que mueras por demostrarlo. Tráeme la base que quieras, con clase te la desarmo.
Yeah, bring me the bass that you want with class. I will, disarm it. I will break it down. Just bring it to me. Any bass that you want. And with class, meaning that, and I don't know, I mean, class in the sense of I'm a classy woman, I'm going to put you down, but I'm still doing it with class. You know? And then she goes and uses that word and says that she is the most ferocious one. She's the most ferocious that this world has made. That was a good one. Oh my God. Okay, so she said, I don't know what she sang before, but the point is that she goes and says, there are some people that are good. Because this world is not good. This world is not good. There are some good people, but not everybody. Like, you have friends that they wish you the best, but not even defecating. Not even if they, and I mean, in English it doesn't make sense, but in Spanish, it's like boom. But not even defecating what they wish that you do better than they're doing. So yeah, you have friends that are like, oh yeah, do well, but in reality, they never want you to do better than how they're doing. They don't never want you to do better than they. Oh God, those. Sí, porque el mundo es bueno. That's what I didn't understand. Porque el mundo es bueno, pero malo también. Because the way the swag, the way she extended her tone and then went down, because she kind of lowered it and made it more feminine, more, because that was the point too of the delivery. Very good. She was being sarcastic. She was like, and this is a good dichotomy that I have seen in this 1 minute, that this woman goes, that she's good. That she's like giving you bars, but she sounds very sweet, very soft, but then the next bar that follows, it's like, boom. This woman is amazing. I mean, and this thing that she did right now, it's like, she's like being very, she's being sarcastic, using a very feminine voice, saying, this world's good, but it's bad too. Because a friend of yours might wish you the best, will wish you the best, but not even if they're in their dying bed, would they wish that you do better than they're doing. She's cussing the police, and she's saying that's the same typical bar that most rappers, not all of them, but most always talk about. That's what I want, money and weed. Maria, I guess Maria has to be weed, marijuana, and money. You know, that's what she wants. And what's up with the police? Wait, what else? She did cuss the police, but what did she say? Oh yeah, wait, something about a God. Well, oh yeah, my family. My family's blessed by a God. Por un Dios. That's nice. She doesn't even mention what God. She just says por un Dios, by a God. Her family's blessed. You know. And then the adrenaline that is going on. She got the adrenaline all high. She does. Okay, so it's funny how she was ended up with the police, and then this guy starts talking bad about it. She set it up for him. That was a nice change in pace. And then also, if you guys notice, again, she's singing. There's a swang in her voice. Está cantando. And then comes the heart. That's a good dichotomy. And then comes the boom boom, that change in pace and the harsh rap that this guy came in with. And she was singing her bars, even though she was singing, it sounded like, again, feminine. She was saying strong things in that chorus, and setting it up about the cops for this guy. Okay, so he's coming at so he's cussing the police also and saying that they kill more people than the criminals themselves. So something about that, you know, everybody's in their mind. We are clear about that, and it's in our mind. Like, we don't forget this. We know, everybody knows this, that the cops are killing more people than the criminals are. And if you happen to be American, he's not talking about the United States. Okay, even though they don't show it, and they tell the story that they tell, we are all clear. It's in our mind. Pretty good at play on bar and choppy. You know, he's chopping it up right there. Ooh, dropping name, bendición para DMX, you know, blessing to DMX. So he's talking about the people that have influenced him. Y me gustó esa metáfora que usó de BMX, but BMX es la bicicleta, no, the bicycle. So he said that he's gonna jump like a BMX. That was pretty good. This guy can rap. Wow. Yeah, so in school, like, so I guess, I don't know, maybe he's one of these kids who went to school like Calle 13, you know, like Residente, like me. You know, me estudié en escuela pública y en escuela privada, por eso es que en la calle me salen bien la jugada. So maybe he's like one of us who went to public school and then went, or is from the streets and then goes to school. I guess in his case goes to school. I went to a private school. Residente also went to a private school. So we can see the difference, the sharp difference in resources. But, you know, he's saying that in school, people don't understand that the street give you lessons, like assignments on a daily. Yeah, salto por encima. That's a beautiful metaphor right there. And what was he saying before? Hold on, because I do like to try to at school, people don't understand that the street, the class comes like like school comes in like assignments. Yeah, I don't have people reclaiming. I don't have any time for censorship. I have the literature, okay? So it's all a scheme of school. So he gives an X to all the fake people. So instead of saying los falsos, he said it in English, fakey. Good, huh? Yeah, you go, he said, I jump like a BMX, you know, like his music, his talent is up there, goes up as high like a BMX goes up, and then he goes, and blessing to DMX.
Y pronto a mi madre le pago la cuenta y le compro una casa en venta. Yo esperé mi momento, no tires la mala. Silencio, pues yo le te sienta. Dime la flor, prendemos una flor para la policía que no.
Okay, so I like that play of words too. Dímelo flor, prendemos una flor. That's like, you know, he's like, tell me flower, because that's her name. We'll light up a flower. He's talking about weed. But before that, he was saying that with the metrics, and that's funny because the metric is the measurement, la medida de los poemas, but the poems, the measurement of the poems, but also could be space, or maybe to them it's also money. I don't know. But metrics also, when they talk about that, it's a space, because he said he's going to buy a house for his mom, a house for sales. You know, a house that's in sales. That's how he said, house for sales. He's going to buy for his mom.
Ayudó con Arte Elegante enseñando lo que es la calle. Bendiciones para DMX, lírica no tiene ni tampoco metri. Y pronto a mi madre le pago la cuenta y le compro una casa en venta. Yo esperé mi momento, no tires la mala. Silencio, pues yo le te sienta. Dime la flor.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for my moment. Don't throw me your bad vibes. Then he goes, tell me flower.
Prendemos una flor para la policía que nunca ayudó con Arte Elegante enseñando lo que es la
and F the police that they never help.
calle no enseñó, fumando María con todos mis bros, estamos modo pro, muchos que venden la fome y nadie se las compró, cumpliendo mis sueños y nadie me ayudó, solo de menor, sigo metido en la esquina con mis compas soltando música fina, ahora tengo miles y antes tenía quina, calando cerco con la poli encima, la letra más fina, filamento fuerte, todita mis líneas, como allanamiento me lleva a tu mina, te cortamos el cuello con la guillotina, estamos con cancina, alguien te calcina.
Wow. Those were bars and bars, one up to the other. I couldn't help it. I couldn't stop it. I got a gist of it, of he's saying that he used to sell drugs, you know, but now he's not doing that anymore. Now he's going into his music, and that he used to have like little money, and now he has a lot. That I got, but it was like it was so fast, and I like the beat. This song is gonna go on my 2021 playlist. Can you guys see my playlist? Do you see Erica Shady videos? I got all my videos there, people that I have reacted. And then you can also check out the other playlists of music that I listen to. Some of them you might like, and some of them you might not. Especially the old ones. I don't think you might not like that one. But anyway, give it a look.
Cuenta y le compro una casa en venta. Yo esperé mi momento, no tires la mala. Silencio, pues yo le te sienta. Dime la flor, prendemos una flor para la policía que nunca ayudó. Con Arte Elegante enseñando lo que la calle no enseñó.
So we're here, very elegant, teaching what the street taught us, lo que la calle nos enseñó.
Nunca ayudó con Arte Elegante enseñando lo que la calle no enseñó.
Yeah, with an elegant note. Oh, that's a bar right there, because elegante nota, which I don't know if that's what it means in Chile, nota, but in other Latin American countries, like nota is not, everybody calls it a note, like a musical note, but it's something that you take down. But it could also be that you're either high, so you estás en nota, you're feeling good, or it could be too that you look good, one or the other. It depends on the country. So he's saying with an elegant note, which has all those definitions, but here he's talking specifically about musical note. We're showing them what the street taught us, lo que la calle nos enseñó. Beautiful, love it. Okay, so yeah, that's what he's talking about. So smoking Maria with my bros. But he said bros, Spanish, anglosajonismo. Yeah. Something about a lot of selling, but they para por mina se la compró. I don't know what that word means there. Leave it down in the comment. That part of that bar, I'm not getting it. But I know that he's talking about selling. And I believe it's selling weed, but he can also be about selling music. Yeah, it could be about his music. We say, I was, working on my dream and nobody helped me. Yeah, so now I'm still in the corner, with my buddies, with my bros, singing, rapping, and making this elegant music. And before we had a little, now we got more. Yeah, te cortamos el cuello con la guillotina. We cut your throat with a guillotine. They're kids, son niños. Qué bueno que tengan esa libertad. It's good. I mean, in Chile, like I said, somebody recommended me that I see a documentary about Los Dos Mundos. I don't know if it's about Chile, but it was in a Chile videos that I don't know if it was Chisteme or Bubaceta that left a comment. I'm going to look at it again. But I'm going to see that documentary to see what they're talking about, because I mentioned again, yeah, I'm surprised. Y yo creo que porque Chile es bien convencional, it's very old-fashioned. They got laws over there that, like, abortion is illegal. As far as I remember, abortion. Now, I think they had a female president, si no me equivoco. Eso es otra cosa. Los países latinoamericanos han tenido presidente de mujeres, and we don't. We haven't had a woman, a female president. But to see this woman doing this and getting the respect that she's getting, it sees that Chile se está, ¿me entiendes? ¿Cómo se llama eso? Evolucionando. Okay, so this one is a slower rap now, still strong. But he's talking about that somebody is hating on him when the desperation when people are making it. Okay, so tanta vuelta que me he dado cuenta que se desespera cuando uno prospera. So he's saying so many turns that I've done, meaning back and forth, like he's been around the block, that I have noticed how despair gets to you when you're prospering, or maybe he's trying to say when you're trying to prosper, there's a desperation there. Probably that's what he's trying to say. Claiming the streets, the first, the second, and the third, and he's talking something about female dogs. So he's talking about, okay, so he said, and always in my song I mentioned God. And he said, throw me a bar and I'll take it and I'll break it down. I'll break it. Let me suggest to you, music liberates me. Even if you debated me. It's true that I don't buy it. Throw at me la pinta. I think it's saying pinta. I don't know. Something. Throw something at me, and with humbleness, I will break it down. I will break it in two. With humbleness, he's gonna be humble about it. So you see, I never cuss because I'm not surprised. Okay, so he's saying that God has been with him. So he always mentions God because God has been with him when he has been in his great time. Okay.
Pero estoy recién empezando, con mis compañeros la estamos renovando.
Soy lo que soy y lo que siempre van a ver. Esto es un asesinato. A todos los que me quieren ver caer, no le da pa' mis zapatos.
Okay, so she's saying, you know, I am what I am, and people who don't or who want to see me fall, I'm not going to give them the pleasure. And this is a murder. I'm murdering all of them with my bars.
Siempre van a ver. Esto es un asesinato. A todos los que me quieren ver caer, no le da pa' mis zapatos. Y policía.
Oh yeah, and then all those who want to see me fall, they don't fit my shoes. Bars.
Quiero y María, quiero yo, mi familia bendecida por un Dios, siempre la adrenalina, yeah. Policía, dinero y María, quiero yo, mi familia bendecida por un Dios, siempre la adrenalina, yeah.
Flor, démosle color, un mensaje pío para que el bloque cochi sea mejor. Flor, démosle color, un mensaje pío para que el bloque cochi sea mejor.
Okay, so that I don't get, but I guess that there is this to someone, el brocachi sea mejor. I don't know what that is or who that is, but he's like, hey, Flor, let's give him some color so that this person or thing is better. Anyhow, I really enjoyed this one. I like her. I like the second guy. I don't know his name. Is that Arte? Yeah, Arte Elegante must be, because he mentioned so many times that he was elegante. But if it's Arte Elegante, the kid that was in jail in the bar, that kid can rap. Oh my God, he was throwing bars after bars. I really liked him. And also, I liked her delivery and her bars. So anyhow, if you got to the end of this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it, leave a nice comment. Keep giving me your suggestions, and I will keep writing them down in my notebook. Take care. Adios. Cuídense.